Hey guys, what is up? My name is Bob and Fishy, and I'm joined by...
The wrong guy again.
And we're back for WWE Hell in a Cell 2017. So, are you excited for this pay-per-view?
For some matches, yes. For others, not so much.
Yeah, basically. Heck in a sec. Because it's PG. But anyways,
Yeah.
okay, so there's a couple of things that are going on that are interesting. It's a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, so that's pretty neat. Actually, I think I like what they're doing with it. Basically, they're kind of like flip-flopping who the pay-per-view is being done by each year.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they're doing anyway, because like No Mercy was a SmackDown one the first time, and then it was a Raw this time.
Yeah.
So I like that. So that way, like, you won't see the same people in Hell in a Cell matches every year. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I do like the new, like, kind of like the flow of things. I also really like the fact that they separated the shows into Raw and SmackDown again.
Yeah. So, for this pay-per-view, there's, like we said, there's a couple of interesting things going on. There's a couple of matches that should be really good, and then some that are just going to be bad no matter what. But there's going to be some interesting segments. One that they've actually advertised. So I'm pretty excited to get to that. Do you want to start with that? Because that's at the bottom of this little list. We're on WWE.com.
The Fashion Files.
Yes, I'm pretty excited. Okay, so the Fashion Files will return at WWE Hell in a Cell. Apparently, this is going to be the payoff for it. Like the whole Fandango getting kidnapped and reappearing and stuff.
Oh, so we're gonna find out who the bad guys are.
Yeah. So
Bet you it's gonna be that one group from NXT.
The Authors of Pain or Sanity.
Whichever one comes out with it almost looks like the bulletproof masks.
Bulletproof. You mean like
I don't know
the face
they're
things?
I don't remember who the hell they are, but they're like big dudes and they have
those two guys. Yeah, with
the
Paul
old
Ellering.
style Kane mask almost before he he wore it over his red and black mask. It looked like I don't know.
Genuinely don't know. It's just the two big guys and like the
Yeah.
older guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, they look pretty. I mean, I don't watch NXT. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't because I don't have the time to. I just
I kind of skim over the things that they post online, but yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. Now, the thing with these guys, actually, something interesting. So their manager, Paul Ellering, was the manager of the Road Warriors or the Legion of Doom back in the day.
Oh, nice.
So that was kind of his whole shtick was like, after all these years, I finally found a team that I believe can be as dominant as those guys back then. So that was kind of what got him back in the game. Like, he wouldn't take anything less than the most dominant tag team in the world. So the fact that he's managing them is kind of a big deal. Because he was basically like Paul Heyman looking for his Brock Lesnar. And he believes these guys are his Brock Lesnar. So that's pretty cool.
Well, all the power to you, I guess.
So if they debut, that'd be pretty cool. Now, there is also, of course, there are rumblings that it could be the return of Eric Rowan and Luke Harper as a tag team. That'd
be pretty cool.
What is up with those? Are they injured? Like, I'm not really sure what's going on with them.
I'm thinking that there's going to be possibly a Wyatt family reunion coming up soon, maybe a TLC.
They just kind of reunite those guys constantly with no explanation. But
did you watch the last Raw?
No. Well, I didn't watch all of it, but I heard about the whole Sister Abigail thing.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe Sister Abigail is going to show up to reunite the Wyatt family.
It could be. The only thing is, I know they want to keep Strowman on his own. And
yeah.
I actually heard. Okay, this is a little minor spoiler thing, so cover your ears for a little bit if you don't want to be spoiled. I heard that they were just gonna have Sister Abigail as kind of a manifestation of Bray Wyatt's psyche, so it'd just be him, but give him different attire and stuff.
I don't know. You said that you didn't watch the Raw, but as he's sitting there, he was doing his promo.
I did see that. They had the little
and his face turned all weird. They put face paint and shit on it, and it was just
it was a little filter thing. It was one of those
what?
Yeah. So that was what I had heard, that it could just be him with a wardrobe change and a different kind of persona.
So kind of like Finn Balor does with the Demon.
Yeah, which would kind of stink because they've been building up they've been kind of hushed whispers of Sister Abigail ever since he debuted. So
I mean,
like to
and
have it
there's-
just be like she's all in my mind, that'd be kind of a cop out like that.
But
But
there's a bunch of NXT divas that I could see totally being like an Abigail kind of
honestly,
ordeal.
like I don't want it to be a character. Like
No?
no, because then it'd just be a person. Like Sister Abigail is an idea, and the whole thing with it was like it was supposed to be she's dead. So like
When Eric Rowan was showed carrying the body of a
well, no,
female
it was supposed to
looking...
be like she's long dead before any of this. Because back in like his early vignettes, he was talking about like when she was on her deathbed, she told him, like Bray, you're gonna be the one to carry on my legacy. You're gonna be the one to destroy everything. That whole thing. So like, I don't know. I always liked that everything he was, or like the original idea that the things that he was doing, all the dark stuff, was him trying to honor her, like, or her memory or whatever. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the idea of it just being a person.
Yeah, I guess I can understand. I guess I can understand that. I mean, I don't know. It would just be weird. I don't know. It'd just be weird, I guess. Especially if she's supposed to already be dead.
Yeah. But anyways, that's talking about Raw stuff. So let's get back to SmackDown. So Fashion Files will probably see a debut. I'm just excited to have it back. Apparently they're going to be parodying Pulp Fiction.
Oh God, no.
Yes.
But they can't parody that without changing the rating of the show.
I mean, like, have you ever seen the PG cut of Pulp Fiction that they use for like when they play it on TV?
I don't think I would ever want to see the
It's
PG
amazing.
version of that movie.
every MF they dub over with "my friend." It's amazing. So it's just like it's so great.
That's so dumb.
It's hilarious. Anyway, okay, so that's it. That's gonna happen. First actual match. This is gonna be on the kickoff show because, of course, it is. It's a tag team match, and there's already one of those on the show. Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin versus the Hype Bros.
Oh my God. Why are the Hype Bros still a thing?
I don't know. But apparently they're turning heel, and I guess they're gonna win if they're turning heel.
Zack Ryder being a heel, huh?
I mean, people are super. I think he's gonna like if they try to do anything with him as a heel, it's just gonna be him as Dolph Ziggler currently, because they've got the same thing going on where like fans used to cheer for them and now they don't.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
I mean, except people like Dolph Ziggler.
No, people used to really like Zack Ryder. I know that much. I read the whole Mick Foley article thing on it.
Woo, woo, woo.
Whatever. Anyway, I guess they're gonna win, which would be good if they're gonna like split up Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. I don't know if they're ever gonna do that. I really hope they do.
I would really like to see Shelton Benjamin go back into singles competition.
Me too.
I mean, he was fun to watch back in the day. Like he was really, really fun to watch.
I remember when he moved over to Raw and fought Triple H in like his first match there, and it, like because they had JR on commentary, and he was like, "This guy is going to be the next, mega star," and I genuinely like he didn't, but for a minute there, I thought he would be. So,
yeah, I mean, he definitely had the talent. I mean, look at all of the like memorable moments, and Shelton Benjamin's in a good number of those memorable moments throughout the years.
Like every time they show, like any old Money in the Bank thing, it's like the first one. It's him running up the ladder.
Yeah. Or if it's anything high flying, Shelton Benjamin's usually on that list, or anything to do with ladders,
or anything like when they show Shawn Michaels' best super kicks, the one him flying across the ring. That's always on
oh
that
my
list.
God, yeah. I mean, granted, that was at his behalf, or
I mean, but he's still in it, like
yeah,
and like even though he lost that match, it was a darn good match, and it honestly, like, people gave them both a standing O afterwards because it was like these guys, like it showed Shelton Benjamin is at that level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like if you want to put somebody over, but you still want to give the other guy the rub, like that was how you do it, and it was just great. So like honestly, I could honestly see Shelton Benjamin being a singles wrestler and competing for like a major title. Honestly, like if they're gonna have Jinder Mahal hold the title forever, which they might.
No, don't do it.
Yeah, but like if they do, Don't sacrifice guys like Nakamura to it. Like, have Shelton Benjamin do it. He's a vet.
Right.
Like, he's got a good name. He can carry his end of the match. Like, if they split these guys up, I could definitely see Shelton Benjamin doing something. So, or, like, at least having a feud with, like, for the title, I think that'd be good.
Have him go for the U.S. title. Fuck. I mean,
I think they should have Gable do that.
There you go.
That'd be good.
Why?
Because he's American. He's like, wasn't he like an Olympian or something?
I don't
or was
know.
that Jordan? I think that was Gable.
I mean, he was tagged with, Jordan, who Kurt Angle said
so,
that
like,
he just started wrestling. He's like, no, he hasn't. He's been here for a while.
Well, he just started wrestling on a Raw. But, no, like, yeah, I'm fairly certain Gable was on the U.S. Olympic team.
Oh, there you go.
I
mean,
it was
I
one
haven't
of
really
them.
seen.
It was one of those two.
I haven't seen too much of his work because I didn't watch it when him and the other guy were like a tag.
Oh, go watch them versus the Revival. Oh, it was the
okay.
best. Like, they had 2 matches, and they were both Match of the Year contenders.
Wow.
And the only things that kind of beat them out was when the Revival fought, hashtag DIY in NXT. Oh my god, those guys. They had a couple of matches, and they were the, like, genuine contenders for best tag team matches of all time.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, but Gable and Jordan's matches were right up there with them, so it was good.
So I think I'm gonna have to go with the Hype Bros for that one, just because.
Yeah, same.
Well, if they're gonna turn heel and win, I would like to see how they write that. I would like to see how that progresses.
Yeah, and
so I'm gonna
honestly,
go with the Hype Bros.
it just makes the most sense for that to happen. Like, just to give the other guys. Well, I don't know, but if it makes sense, WWE might not do it. But I'd say same pick there. Next up, Randy Orton versus Handsome Rusev.
Again.
Yeah, I say Rusev. I think Rusev's gonna win.
I'm gonna say Rusev as well, but I think England is going to interfere.
Aiden English.
Yeah, that one.
England,
I think
like
England. Yeah, I can't remember his name. He is that not important to me.
Whatever. Aiden English is the best. He's a little Cesaro.
He's so dumb. He sings.
Yeah, he's great at it. Anyway, okay, so we both got Rusev.
Yep.
Yeah, Rusev's gonna kick his head off and win.
Yep.
He should. I like him.
Make him tap.
That'd be
but
cool.
I really have a feeling that English is going to make him, or English is going to like interfere somehow and cost Randy Orton the match.
Yeah, I could see that. So next up, we've got Bobby Roode versus Dolph Ziggler in a match. Okay, so the whole shtick behind this one, I guess everybody already knows, but Dolph Ziggler thinks that Bobby Roode is just an entrance. Unfortunately for Dolph, Bobby Roode can actually wrestle. So,
yeah, I mean, his matches on TNA were fun.
So I'm going to say Bobby Roode.
Me too.
Yeah.
Definitely Bobby Roode. I love his entrance.
If there's one lock for this one, it's that.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I don't see Dolph Ziggler. I mean, I see Ziggler because Ziggler's an awesome wrestler. He's an awesome entertainer. He's amazing at what he does. Like, he knows how to sell it. But
he never wins.
No, Bobby Roode's gonna beat the hell out of him.
Like, Ziggler's whole shtick is like, I'm the best wrestler because I can have a good match with anybody. And like in kayfabe, you're not supposed to have a good match with people. You're supposed to kick their butt and win. Like, having a competitive match with anybody on the card makes you not dominant. Like, if Braun Strowman like had a competitive match with somebody, you'd say that was a bad thing. So, like, Ziggler should have that mentality. Like, in kayfabe. Like, his character should have that mentality. Like, man, I don't want to have a good match with this guy. I want to super kick him, hit a zigzag, and win.
Yep.
Like, but every match.
Bobby Roode.
Yeah, so Bobby Roode. Okay, next up, we got the United States Champion, AJ Styles, versus Baron Corbin.
I want to see Baron Corbin win. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say Baron Corbin because I want to see him win.
I wanted to see him beat John Cena, but he didn't do that. Okay, so here's the thing. I think he's going to win, but I don't think he should. Like, I think Baron Corbin will win because they wanted to demote him away from the world title. And honestly, AJ Styles is too good for the U.S. Championship.
I could see AJ going for the big one.
Yeah, which is a shame in its own right, because that means that Jinder Mahal is probably going to beat AJ Styles the same way he beats everybody. But
so dumb.
Literally, have these guys jump up on the ring apron. My opponent gets distracted because he's not a 15-year vet. Then I hit my Colossus or whatever it's called and win every match. And it's like, you don't have to get distracted just because they're over there. Like, just keep beating up Jinder. And like, if you get disqualified because they jump you, like, fair enough. That happens sometimes. Or I mean, if he gets disqualified because they jump you, I suppose it is. Like, you won't win the title, but like, fair enough. That sort of thing happens sometimes. But do not turn your back on your opponent and lose because of it, because then you won't get a rematch. Although Shinsuke's getting a rematch, but we'll come back to this. But like, you only get so many of those. Like, stay on your opponent. Yeah. Anyway, so like, it basically just makes all his opponents look dumb. Okay, so I think so. We both got Baron Corbin.
Yep.
This is not going to be like, we're supposed to have different picks.
Or we're just so relatable that we have all the same picks.
Okay, SmackDown Tag Champions. New Day, Usos. Hell in a Cell. Who you got?
Depends on who the New Day is bringing. And I'm pretty sure they're bringing Woods and Kingston.
I got the New Day.
I mean, it's a no DQ match. So if the New Day really wanted to, they could bring all three.
There's literally no reason for them not to.
I'm trying to think of a reason why the Usos could possibly win, but I can't seem to find any. Like, I just can't find a reason that the Usos should beat the New Day.
There's literally no reason they couldn't just 3-on-2 them and just win.
I'm literally like trying to rack my brain thinking like, well, maybe they could. It's like, no, it's 3v2 and they have freaking Big E.
Yeah,
it's like,
he's the difference maker. Like, Big E is so much like head and shoulders above everybody else in this match. Because the Usos are pretty much just two of the same guy.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, Woods is probably not on their level, but Kingston's about on their level, and Big E's above them.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
I mean, I love Kofi Kingston. I've always liked Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, he's okay.
But no, yeah, I gotta go with the New Day. I'm trying to rack my brain because I wanted to be different, but I can't seem to find a reason why the Usos would be able to win.
I don't know why they accepted the match. They're supposed to be the clever heels, and they're like, aha, a no DQ match against the guys where there's 3 of them. But also, I think that it'll set up the Hype Bros versus the New Day.
Okay.
So, so next up, we've got SmackDown Women's Champion, Natalya versus Charlotte.
I'm going to go with Charlotte.
Well, I was gonna. I was gonna pick her. Okay, so here's the thing. Like, is Natalya better than Charlotte?
No.
The answer's no. Like, as a wrestler, probably, but in WWE's eyes, like, who is better between these two people?
Charlotte.
It's Charlotte. I don't see, like, I don't get it if Natalya wins, so I'm going to say Charlotte.
Well, I didn't get it when Natalya won the title to begin with, but I knew it was going to happen.
Multi-person match? Or no, wait, hold up. That was singles, wasn't it?
No, it was a fatal 5-way.
Okay, yeah, see, so you can win that sort of match like that. Like, this is a singles match, and neither of them have, like, a stable to back them up. So I don't see Charlotte losing one-on-one.
I wonder if Carmella's finally going to...
like, everybody is beaten.
I wonder if Carmella is going to finally cash in.
That could happen.
And go, like, I mean, it's a pay-per-view. I mean, so maybe.
Fair enough. Honestly, like, it'd be as good a time as any for that.
Right? I mean, because these two here, think of the way they wrestle. They're both very technical wrestlers. Well, I mean, except for Charlotte and that big-ass boot of hers, but...
Yeah.
I mean, but both of these wrestlers...
selection move. It's cool looking.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I honestly could see Carmella just whacking her with a chair or something. And like just taking the title, haha.
Right at the end of the match. Yeah.
You both had a really solid technical match. Let me just whack you over the head with a
Better they'll have
honestly,
her little boy toy do it.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Like, honestly, Becky Lynch is my girl. So, like,
yeah,
on SmackDown, that is. On Raw, Alexa Bliss.
Asuka.
But on SmackDown, it's all Becky. So I think that she should. Like, if either of them are going to be champion eventually, I want Becky to be the champion. So, like, anything that gets Charlotte away from the title, so having her take it and then lose it immediately, and then lose the feud with Carmella, and then let Becky win, I'd be down with that.
I love Becky Lynch's steampunk. Like,
I love it. Like, she's just great. Honestly, like, back with the whole four horsewomen match in NXT, I was cheering for Becky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that was a good match. It was a fatal 4-way between all four of them.
Wow.
It was cool.
All right, next one.
Okay. Next up, the WWE champion, Jinder Mahal versus Shinsuke Nakamura. And
Mr. Funnyface.
Yep. Mr. Miyagi, apparently.
Yeah.
That's so bad. Yeah,
you know what's really weird? This is the big match. Like, this is supposed to be, the main event worthy match because it's for the title.
Yeah,
and it's not even in a Hell in a Cell match.
Nope. It's just a match. And Nakamura's probably going to lose.
Yeah.
Like in the same, like we already talked about this. Like Jinder is just gonna cheat and win, like he always does.
Yeah, I say especially because it's not a Hell in a Cell, so
he still isn't to 500 in his win-loss record since like he came back, or something like that. He's got like the worst win-loss record of any champion in WWE history. Pretty bad.
I don't think he's a very good competitor. I mean, he makes apparently a really good heel. Because he can play the race card like he has.
Kevin Owens was doing that literally right before him and doing it better.
Yeah. But I mean, the reason I think
speak French.
I think the reason that they're letting Jinder Mahal keep his title for so long is because they're trying to sell to India.
Which actually, if you look, it hasn't been working.
Yeah. I mean, it was a smart idea. Don't get me wrong. It was really smart. But then people do a quick Google search and realize that he's from Quebec. And they're like, he's not even freaking Indian.
Well, I mean, whatever. Anyway, he's whatever. Like, who cares? Maybe. Like, honestly, as much as I hate to say it, because Shinsuke Nakamura is really cool, I don't care about this match.
Me neither.
It's a huge disappointment.
They are throwing away good talent by having Shinsuke Nakamura in this match.
Yep, and especially because they're just putting losses on him against Jinder Mahal, who doesn't beat anybody clean. So it's like, it's a loss to that guy who can't win. So it's pretty bad. But on to the main event, and this one actually seems like it'll be fun. It is okay, you ready for this? Hell in a Cell Falls Count Anywhere match. What? Between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens.
Now, is Shane McMahon gonna jump off the cell again and fail?
Why would, like, isn't the whole idea of Hell in a Cell Hell in a Cell? Yeah. And it's like, it's usually hell around a cell, but with this one, it's like hell in the same stadium as the cell. Like, they're just straight up saying, hey, this cell is not going to do anything.
So I have a feeling that because they made a Falls Count Anywhere match, someone's going to either open the door or someone's going to get tackled through one of the walls of the cell. Like,
neither of those guys are like tackly guys, though.
I mean, I could see Kevin Owens trying it. I mean, he does that whole cannonball thing in the corner.
Yeah, but that never does any damage. But anyway, okay, so, like, yeah, it's going to be one of those silly garbage brawls that just goes everywhere in the arena, which should be fun, but honestly, those are, like, difficult to watch for long periods of time. I'm not really sure how this one's going to go, but I think Kevin Owens will win. Oh, wait, by the way, who'd you say was going to win with Jinder versus Shinsuke?
Jinder.
We are literally going to have the same picks for the entire show.
Well, yeah, I say, because again, I was literally trying to find a reason why Shane McMahon would win this, but I can't find I cannot, like, half of these matches, I cannot find a logical reason for the other person to actually win.
The only one I can see is, like, the Randy Orton versus Rusev one.
Yeah, I could see Randy Orton
and I
turning it
guess
around.
the Chad
but...
Gable, Shelton Benjamin one, like the them versus the Hype Bros, that's more or less a coin flip. It's just that, like, with the rest of the logic for the matches that I'm going with, that one makes the most sense for, like that result makes the most sense.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, yeah, honestly, none of, like, these seem really predictable.
I mean, and it sucks because usually me and you, we have really good, solid opposite picks, but just the way that they carded this match, it's like, yeah, no, these are the reasons why this person should win and is more than likely going to win. I mean,
honestly, if they had the guy who seems like he should win just win in, like, a dominating fashion, it wouldn't be so bad. But they're going to try to convince you that it's a close match.
Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar.
Oh my god, I'm mad about that. Don't even get me started. I'm so mad.
The dumbest match I've ever seen.
I'm so mad. Don't even.
Literally
Apparently they're going to do that. Apparently, okay, this just got me mad though. The plan for Brock Lesnar going forward until WrestleMania is for him to beat literally all of his opponents with one F5. So they're going to do it with Finn Balor. They're going to do it with whoever else he fights until he fights Roman Reigns.
But why?
Because they want to make him look strong. Because literally existing doesn't do that for him, apparently.
That or he's like, Goldberg did it, why can't I?
I'm so mad, though. Braun Strowman should have won.
He dominated that entire freaking match.
He dominated the entire feud.
Yeah. I mean, there was literally not a point in time where Brock Lesnar had the upper hand on Braun Strowman in that match during the past weeks. Because, I mean, Braun Strowman, he showed up. Brock Lesnar suplexed him. He stood back up
before
and
that,
beat his ass to the ground.
He walked out, kicked him in the face, hit him with 2 power slams, walked off. Then he came out again, took a suplex, popped up, killed him. And then they're like, okay, here, we're going to have you talk at each other. It's like, okay. So he killed him on the mic because he can actually talk for himself. And then he killed him right up until he just died. Like, Braun Strowman was the most dominant human being in the world until he just died.
He still is. I mean, I can't logically find a singles competitor in the current WWE who would give him a good physical match.
Can I point out something that's amazing, though?
What?
Okay, so you know how, like, what's his face? Who's that Conor McGregor guy, right? The UFC guy? Mm-hmm. He was talking all this smack on WWE, and I saw Roman Reigns call him out for, like, basically being, like, a twig. And I want to see Conor McGregor versus Braun Strowman in a real fight.
My God.
I want to see Conor McGregor weighs, like, less than I do. And I'm not a big person.
But that wouldn't be a fight. I mean, because Braun Strowman's
arm is like it's like wider around than McGregor's torso. I want to see him just like make McGregor wear like overalls or something, so Braun Strowman can lift him up with one hand and throw him. I want to watch it because Braun Strowman's the best.
I mean, wasn't he like once upon a time? Wasn't he like a world-class powerlifter or whatever?
Yes, he actually won the Arnold.
I mean, come on, man. It's freaking Braun Strowman.
I want to see him murder freaking McGregor because I don't like McGregor and I like Braun Strowman.
But no, back to what I was saying, I cannot find a current WWE superstar who can physically challenge Braun Strowman.
There's nobody else like him.
I mean,
like,
Roman Reigns is probably
was like the best example. Honestly, Strowman's better.
Yep, by far. My God, on the mic and in the ring.
Strowman can talk for himself. Strowman's just the best, man. Like, I honestly want Strowman to be the champion because they're every week, right? Raw will come on. I'll be like, oh, I should watch a little bit of this. If Strowman's not on, I turn it off. And then the next day, I go through and I'm like, what did Strowman do on Raw last night? That has been how it's been for the last couple of months.
He ate people. That's what he did.
Yeah, and like he is the only person on the show who I care about.
Yeah, he does make it interesting. Poor Ezio, man.
Whatever, he deserved it.
Yeah, he did. He literally just like
I'm still mad
him
he
down.
beat Neville.
Yeah, but look at the way that he did it, though.
Yeah, but I'm still mad about it. I'm just bitter all the time.
I can feel the Dead Sea flow.
Yes. So, anyways, yeah, I just want Strowman to kill everybody. Like, he's the best. So,
Like, let him become the new unified champion. Let him win the Universal. Then just poke his beard into SmackDown.
I want him to, like, win the Universal title and then win the Royal Rumble and challenge whoever, I guess it would be Jinder Mania, and kill him, like, in a no contest, like, squash match where, like, the Singh brothers tried to get him disqualified and Strowman double choke slams both of them and then, like, running power slams Jinder and wins. I want to see it. I want Strowman to get every single accolade that there is by the end of the year.
That'd be pretty dope. That'd be pretty cool.
I freaking love it, man.
Oh my God. So he wins the Royal Rumble, then goes on to win Money in the Bank, then goes on to headline WrestleMania.
Dude, could you imagine it coming out of that with the Money in the Bank briefcase and both titles?
Oh my God, that'd be so dumb.
It'd be amazing, though. Actually, that'd be kind of cool if you had, like, somebody win the Money in the Bank and also hold the title. And then, like, as soon as they lose, immediately whack the opponent over the head and, like, cash in their rematch and take it.
Well, wouldn't they get a rematch to begin with?
Yeah, but still, I think it'd be cool to have that as, like, if there was a bad guy, like, this is my failsafe. If you take it, you're not getting away from me.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it seems like all of our picks are the same.
Yep.
So either we win big or we lose even bigger.
Okay, so you're saying the Authors of Pain are going to debut off of the Fashion Files, right?
I would like to see it because they seem like they'd be pretty cool to see on
I'm going to say Sanity, and we'll see who's right.
I don't know who Sanity is.
Eric Young, that guy who was in TNA? What?
The guy from TNA?
Yeah.
The beard guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bram.
Yeah,
only I'm allowed to have a beard. I'm the only one. That's a literal quote.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, I'll show you this after. But anyway, okay, so guys, I'm going to say Sanity. He's saying Authors of Pain. That's going to be the deciding factor on who wins this one.
No, it's we're both wrong, and it's going to be like APA coming back.
Actually, it could also be Heavy Machinery.
I don't know who that is.
Basically two big fat guys. They're kind of like the Authors of Pain, except for, like, not muscly. I don't know. They're okay, though. They're funny. And they seem like they're having a good time, so. Anyways, guys, leave your picks in the comment thing, and we'll see you afterwards or stuff.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Bye.